a little something and write on the top of it and put on LinkedIn and at Facebook, so that others can benefit, maybe 10, 200.
Yeah. Probably Naresh, you can publish it in LinkedIn or wherever, maybe Monday, because
Okay.
Narayanji didn't see the video, so let him also have a look at it tomorrow. Yeah.
Thank you so much. That's a good suggestion. Thank you.
Excuse me, what is the link for?
This is, I gave a testimony about 2 o'clock for life in yoga, what my experience is about it.
Oh, okay.
And this is a sort of a prototype that everybody else can do it. You are more creative and better than me. I'm 75-year-old child.
You don't have to bring the age all the time.
Well, this is good. It's a reality. Let's accept it. It's a reality. It's okay.
Narayanji, I think you are on mute, and Arun had the question. He was in at 5:15 and he wanted to follow up on yesterday's question.
Yes, and that is why I just sent him a message too. I remember.
Yeah.
Namaste. I'll shut it down myself.
Okay.
The technologies can silence all of us now.
Arunji, give me a moment. Oh,
okay.
Sure, Dr. Rajan. Yeah, I didn't see the chat.
This is not that. This is he has what his experience.
I heard that.
It's a miracle.
okay. So Arunji, state your question again.
Okay. Can you hear me, Dr. Rajan?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Now, actually, before that question, right, I had another question. I asked Bal Mukund. He didn't give me a very convincing answer. So I'll ask you again.
Okay.
How do you know so much? I mean, for example, I'm talking about this blood pressure thing. I mean, the other day you were saying blood pressure is caused from stress. And so it's a brain related thing. But most of the doctors you go to, they talk of blood pressure. When they talk of blood pressure, you know, or even the classes of medications that are used, they talk of, the blood carrying vessels that can be dilated or not, the pumping of the heart rate or the kidneys, but nobody talks of the brain as a cause. Why is this information not so easily available? I mean, after you talked about those some inhibitors, something in the neck, right? I Googled up and why is this information not readily available when we look for it? I mean, why is it that and from my experience of yoga, I think you are more correct on this. But
I'll answer your question. If you go to the supermarket and you're buying a packaged goods over there, and at the checkout counter, if you go and ask them any question about it, how good an answer will they give you? That is the kind of answers that you get from physicians. Normal physician doctors, the right name for them is retail medical practitioners. After they come out of medical school, they are using their rule of thumb to go and do their practice. Okay? Most of the doctors are just applying rules. If you trust your doctor with your life, you're a fool. The part is basically the real doctors who work in research capacity, okay, who are always thinking why, they are the good doctors who understand the real thing. And of course, when I work with doctors, I work with those research kind of doctors, okay. We have one such excellent person in Houston, Dr. Shubhrato Gangopadhyay. And you can understand the real control of the blood pressure comes from three sources: the nervous system, the baroreceptor. Okay, those are the medical terms.
You broke, Dr. Rajan. Can you please repeat that?
Yes, I said the three sources of blood pressure control are the nervous system, the baroreceptors, and the chemoreceptors. The nervous system is basically stress. And when you're stressed, your head needs more oxygen coming in to cool the brain. Okay, you're becoming hot up there. And so what happens is, when you're becoming hot up there, you're also producing more toxins in the system. So the liver and kidney have more work to do, and the kidney creates the situation to increase the blood pressure. And so the kidney works through the brain because the kidney works through the renal nerve, the nervous system, as well as the angiotensin. So that is what ends up kicking that up. Now, the other side of it is the chemoreceptor, the baroreceptor is, the brain is the most important organ with respect to control of the body system, because that's what is the controller, namely how much of oxygen is going to be supplied to which part of the body, how much of breathing you need to do, and how hard the heart has to pump to circulate. All that is controlled by the brain. So the brain wants its oxygen. Without that, it can't function. You can fire anybody in the company, but not the person who is controlling the money, right? And so that is what it is. So the thing is basically, this one is the one that is the baroreceptors in the neck are the pathway that is controlling the pressure that is going up to the brain.
Yeah.
Okay, and then the chemoreceptors are the oxygen, carbon dioxide composition in the blood. So your question was why it is doctors don't talk about it, only at the research level they understand. I gave you the answer.
Okay. All right, thank you. So for yesterday's question, right? Let me just restate that. Actually, Dr. Rajan, I have 100 questions, but I don't ask because people have pressing pains and stuff, and I don't want to take up time.
Their pressing pains are meant for individual discussion. Your questions are the good questions for the overall audience. So yours take priority. Every day ask one question. And I'll be here for 100 days.
Okay. Okay, here is my question for today.
Yes.
So you use, so the word yoga scientist, right? For me is an oxymoron, because yoga is about subjectiveness and science is about objectiveness. And you said you have found a way. When you said that, you can measure the chakras. That's a mind-blowing.
Yeah. Let me hold you 1 second. The thing is essentially your assumption that yoga is subjective and science is objective is your perception and the perception of many people in the world. Okay? But that is no longer true. You can measure all of these things. I'm going to point out to you, your other question was why all of this knowledge has not come into mainstream medicine was your question, right?
My question is, I mean, so this is a paradigm shift. I mean, if we talk of the body, I mean, right now the body is talked about as a biomechanical device or a biochemical crucible. That is science's belief. And
hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second.
Yeah.
You see, what it is science also works according to the suitability of investor interest. Okay? If you want to really go and do research, go and look up the name of Royal Raymond Rife, R-I-F-E, Rife. There is something called Rife frequency, okay? Going back several years, an American scientist, Rife, was able to find that with the right frequency, you can destroy any bacteria and things like that, okay? And what happened is, the pharmaceutical industry have no interest in pursuing that angle. They cannot sell you, Like for COVID, they are selling $2,000 or $6,000 of drugs for each treating each person. Okay, and if you have asthma, to give you an inhaler, they are charging $200. Okay, so but the pharmaceutical industry doesn't want you to get in there. They want to suppress every kind of thing that will come out. I'm going to give you one very simple example because our time is coming to a close for you to think about, and we'll carry the discussion further. If you think of it, when Armstrong and Aldrin went to the moon and came back, they were gone for, if I'm not mistaken, about a week or 10 days or something. When they came down, they couldn't stand on their legs because being out in the space, their muscles had all weakened. So it required days of exercising to bring them back. Okay. Now, on the other hand, today, astronauts go and stay 1 month in the space station, and they come back and they all stand on their feet. Do you know why?
Well, I think the problem is gravity. Because there is no gravity, the heart has less work there in space.
How do they create the gravity in space?
Well, I don't know about gravity, but I know that they turn around. They have a centrifugal force or something which acts, and they do that. But they also, right now, what they do is they have all these exercise equipment. So I'm sure they spend a couple of hours running and all that.
Hold a second. It's almost time. The part is what they do is, there is, if you look up Beamer, B-E-A-M-E-R, okay? If you look at something called Beamer, the Beamer is a mattress which can create an electromagnetic field for you, okay? This technology was developed by NASA, and it is sent out as a product. So if anybody is tired and not feeling good, you go and lie on the Beamer mattress, and you calibrate it to the right level of electromagnetic energy for you. You're sitting in an electromagnetic field for a certain amount of time. And then after that, when you come out of it, you're feeling very refreshed and good. Okay.
Wow.
So in other words, what it is the technology of what is beyond is available. But what is happening is the current commercial interests don't have an interest in it.
I sense that. Can you please type this name, the Rife and Beamer, in the chat so that I can go Google it up later?
Rife is R-I-F-E. Write it down.
We need to do it later, Arunji.
Yeah,
we are wasting other people's precious time here. So let's get to the presentation. Let's have this discussion. Let's continue this discussion after the class. All right. Can people see my screen? Sure. Mute everybody. All right. Good evening. This is your host Bal Mukund, and welcome to our yoga class. As is the usual practice, we go over the basics of yoga before we start our session. So here it goes. So yoga is different from Western medicine in the sense that Western medicine treats the symptoms of a condition, whereas yoga, while it is reducing the symptoms, is actually working towards the root cause of illnesses in the body. And yoga primarily works by stress reduction in the body. It can be done with physical exercises, breathing exercises, mantras, and other meditative practices. One very important thing to know about yoga or all other yogic practices is that the mind does not wander. So keep the awareness within you and focus your mind on your breath and visualize the part of the body that's being exercised. That'll bring maximum benefit through yoga. Yoga is designed to increase the energy of communication in body's system. It stimulates better immune system and body's repair mechanism. It makes you feel better and minor issues get resolved. But the same set of palliative yoga exercises can also have a therapeutic effect. In fact, Dr. Rajan has innovated on a very unique yoga therapy method called measured yoga therapy, where we measure how the nadis on our fingertips are performing using an electrophotonic device called BioWell. And that tells us how different organs or organ systems in the body are performing. And on the basis of that, Dr. Rajan can recommend some very specific targeted exercises that will benefit your particular condition. So if any of you have any particular conditions you want to talk about, today's forum is not the right forum because it's a public forum, but please send me an email. I'll put my email address in the chat box. It's also written here, balmukund.dhar@gmail.com, and we'll schedule a personal consultation for you. So a few points to note about today's yoga class. First thing, follow instructions to avoid adverse reactions. And one of the very important things there is to keep your spine straight. And do your practice. If you don't have the upper body strength, or if you're feeling tired, take the support of the wall behind you or the back of the chair behind you, but keep your spine straight. And do your practice gently without strain. And in fact, if it is too much strain on the body, then it's not yoga by definition. So do it within your individual capacity. It is not a competition. There is a limit in duration or count of specific exercises. Dr. Rajan would say that, please follow it. And when you have doubt, avoid the practice or seek clarification. But remember that the liability is entirely yours. Do not multitask or merge your exercises. And the slower you do, the better it is for you. The other very important thing is regular discipline practice. So if you miss a day, use the video recording from our yoga channel, Life in Yoga Rajan. And we do our live broadcast on our YouTube channel, Life in Yoga Rajan, and you'll find all previous recordings. Yoga is not just a physical exercise. It's a lot more than that. But it's not a religious practice either. So people from all religions are welcome, and it does not interfere with any religious practice. Yoga brings good health of the mind and the body. It brings inner awareness and a sense of cosmic connection. With that, I'll welcome you to our yoga family, and I'll let Dr. Rajan start today's session.
As usual, let's start with 3 ohms. Take a deep breath in. Now we begin with our usual chakra vibration. Bring your awareness to the perineum. For those of you who are new, the perineum is the point in between the anus and the genital area. When you're sitting, whether on a chair or the floor, that's the part that doesn't touch the surface, the chair or the floor. And keeping your focus there, as you gently squeeze there, cite or chant the mantra Lam, and keep the mudra, the little finger, pressed against the thumb. So let's take a deep breath in. Lam. 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 Release your mudra and continue. Lam. 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 Last time. Lam. Now bring your awareness 1 inch above the perineum. This is the place behind where we urinate. And when you gently compress from front to back, do the mantra, Vam, and you hold the mudra, the ring finger pressing against the thumb. Take a deep breath in. Vam. 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 Release the mudra and continue. Vam. Vam. Last time. Vam. Now, let's bring our awareness behind the navel. And as we gently draw in at the navel, we do the sound Ram. And here we keep the middle finger pressed against the thumb. Take a deep breath in. Ram. 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 Release the mudra and continue. Ram. Ram. Last time. Ram. Bring the awareness in between the breasts in the middle of the body, and here we do the sound Yam, and we hold the mudra, the index finger pressed against the thumb. Take a deep breath in. Yam. Yum. 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 Release the mudra and continue. Yum. Yum. One last time. Yum. Bring the awareness to the throat. And here we do the sound hum and keep the mudra, the thumb facing up with a loose fist. Take a deep breath in. Hum. 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 Release the mudra and continue. Hum. 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 Last time. Hum. Bring the awareness to the middle of the head. Here we do the sound chum. And here again, the thumbs up, loose fist mudra. Take a deep breath in. Chum. Chum. Release the mudra and continue. Chum. One last time. Chum. Top of the head, we do Om. Again, the thumbs up mudra. Om. Release the mudra and continue. Om. 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 Now we go on to our Ujjayi pranayama, and this is the happy face breathing which we do every day. So those of you who know, please begin. And those of you who are new to the practice, close your eyes and focus your attention on the throat. And this is the way you will be for quite a time now. So keeping the attention on the throat, now make a big smile. And when you make a big smile, observe what happens to the throat. You will find there is a slight stretch that happened over there. Focus on the stretch and inhale and exhale in such a way where you can feel the breath rubbing along the throat as it inhales and also rubbing while it exhales. So please continue. And just to give you a demo of how slowly I do, I will show you, but you don't have to be like that. You can be fast or whatever, but provided you feel the rubbing in the throat like sucking, that is good enough. So here it is I'm going to do. Continue. Okay. Now we go on to our mantra, Haim Em Am. And here what we do is we feel like a line from the sternum area going through the top of the head. And along that line, you visualize a vibration that is going. This is a silent mantra, you don't say it. And so all you'd feel is when you mentally say Haim Em Am, you feel the vibration going this way. Haim Em Am, Haim Em Am, Haim Em Am. It has no correlation with the breath. So the breath can be on its own. Just mentally focus on the vibration. Continue. If you are not well rested, the Ujjayi pranayama can put you to sleep. So somebody has asked a question, the person is feeling sleepy. That means you needed more sleep and you didn't get it. Today we will focus on the spinal restoration sequence. Tomorrow we'll do the GI related, the abdominal area related stuff. So today, let's now go on to our neck exercises, beginning with the spinal alignment. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, bring a ear towards the shoulder, and inhale, come back up. Exhale, go towards the other shoulder. Inhale, come. Exhale, continue. Now come back to the starting position. As you exhale, turn your head as if you're looking over one shoulder. Inhale, come back. Exhale, look over the other shoulder. Inhale, come back. Continue. Okay, now as you inhale, take the head back, and exhale, bring the chin towards the chest. Continue. As you bring the chin to your chest, now we go 360-degree rotation. Half a circle inhale, the other half exhale. Continue in the same direction. Let's go in the opposite direction. Okay. Now we go on to the shoulder exercise. Today, unlike alternate shoulders, we'll work one shoulder at a time, then do alternate shoulders. Inhale, lift up one shoulder. Exhale, rotate it back and bring it down. And continue with the same shoulder. Inhale and exhale. Continue with the same shoulder. Now let's go to the other shoulder. Okay, now we will do alternate shoulder. Inhale, one shoulder up and exhale, rotate, bring it down. Now the other shoulder. Inhale and exhale, bring it down. Ankuresh Ghosh, you want to go backward rather than forward in rotation. Lift it up straight and rotate it back. Yes, that's it. Okay, now we go on to the hand exercises. Inhale, actually keep your hands straight up. Inhale, raise the palms and make it perpendicular to the hand and stretch out the fingers as much as you can. Exhale, thumb in and make a downward facing fist. So let's go. One, exhale. Exhale. Now keep the fist, and as you inhale and exhale, make one circle. Inhale and exhale. Now let's go opposite. Inhale and exhale. Okay. Now elbows in line with the shoulders. Inhale, circle round the wrist, and exhale, continue. Keep the palms open, the fingers loose, move around the knuckles and wrist and elbows. Let's go backward. Inhale and exhale. Excellent. Now we do interlock the hands and bring it behind the head. And make sure the elbows are in perfect line with each other, 180 degrees. Now make sure also the head doesn't come down, head up. And as you exhale, turn to one side, inhale, come back. Exhale the other way, inhale, come back, and continue. Okay, that is good. Now, we'll do a few more exercises. Keep one hand against your head. And as you exhale, push on your hand with all your energy and feel the tightness. You will feel it all along the shoulders. Inhale, release. Exhale, push. You don't need to bend your head. Inhale, release, and exhale, push. This like an isometric exercise. Inhale, release, exhale, push. Let's go to the other side. Okay. Now we do both shoulders together. Inhale, lift up both the shoulders. Exhale, rotate and bring it back down. Okay. Now, as you get hold of your elbows behind your back, and we will, as we exhale, we turn to one side. Inhale, come back. Exhale, go the other way. Inhale, come back. Continue. Okay. Now, cross your hand over your opposite knee. And as you exhale, pushing on your knee, take the other hand behind and twist. Inhale, come back, cross the other hand over the opposite knee and turn backward. Continue. Inhale and then exhale, turn. Inhale, come back, exhale, turn, and continue. Excellent. Now, we will go around the waist. Since we are doing the weekend, we have more time. So we will rotate around the waist. And how we do it is, as you exhale, you come forward, inhale, go back all the way, and make a circle. Exhale forward, inhale, go back, and make a circle. Let's go in the opposite direction. Okay, that's good. Now we cross one leg over the other, and the leg that is on the top, grab that leg with your interlocked hands. And as you exhale, you not only lift it up, but you cross it over. So the whole butt lifts up. And you turn your head to the same side as the leg you're holding. Inhale, release. Exhale, pull and turn. Let's switch to the other leg. Exhale, pull and turn. Okay. Now we can go on to our leg exercises. We can do the cycling exercise. We have another 32 minutes to go. So lift up your leg and straighten it out and bring it down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. The other leg, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's good. Now we will stand up and we will bend at the pelvis. I had a question whether we can do the eye exercises today. We'll do it tomorrow. Okay, so stand up, and for those of you who need support, place your hands over your seat, but keep the chin up and keep the back straight or up. You're only bending from the hip. And make sure the inside of the feet are parallel to each other and about shoulder width apart or comfortably apart so that you have good balance. And stay there. And the more you can bend down from the hip without bending the back, better for you. For those of you who have no balance issues, you can get hold of your elbows behind your back, and then inhale, pull back the shoulders and take the head back, and exhale, come down and stay down. And keep the feet shoulder width apart, inside of the feet parallel to each other, and come down as much as you can. Inhale and slowly come up. We will do a couple of more exercises. Bring your hands to the back of your hip, just above the hip. And as you exhale, push on one side and lean back. As you inhale, go back, and exhale, come forward. Inhale, push the other side, go back, and exhale, come forward. Here, the motion is in inhalation as opposed to exhalation. This is one of the exceptions. Okay, that's good. Now, keep your hands behind you or hold the chair. Take a deep breath in and make a backward arch and stay there. Feel the pressure on your hands. Inhale and exhale and stay there. Take a slow, deep breath in and come back up. Now, we don't have sufficient time, so I'm going to skip the stretching exercises, which you can do another time. But no, actually, let's do it. Interlock the hands and bring it up. And as you inhale, stretch up from one side and lean to the other. From the shoulder to the hip, you're stretching as you're leaning to one side. Stay there, inhaling and exhaling. And as you exhale, come back up. Inhale, stretch up from the other side and lean across as much as you can. Come back up and inhale, raise yourself right, stretch yourself up from the pelvis, the shoulder, the elbows, and you're fully stretched out. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, release the hands, bend at the elbows, push your elbows behind your back, and continue pushing and slowly bring it down. Now we are ready for the first round of Bhastrika pranayama. So those of you who know can begin. For others, I'll quickly demonstrate. One way to do it is you keep your hand in the belly, and when it's exhale, the belly is in. Begin by inhaling, the belly comes out. And as you continue inhaling, the chest expands and the shoulder pulls back. And as you exhale, gently all of them go in again, and you're fully exhaled. So this is one way to do. The other way is to keep a loose fist with the elbows by the side of the chest. As you inhale, the belly comes out. As you continue to inhale, the chest expands and the elbows lift a little. And as you continue to inhale, the upper lung breathes in, the shoulder pulls back and the palm opens. Then you close your fist and you slowly exhale, and all of them go in. So do whichever way you like, but I will lead with this position. Let's go. 1. Exhale. 2. Exhale. 3. Exhale. 4. Exhale. 5. Exhale. 6. Exhale. 7. Exhale. 8. Exhale. 9. Exhale. 10. Exhale. 11. Exhale. 12. Exhale. 30. Exhale. 40. Exhale. 50. Exhale. 60. Exhale. 70. Exhale. 80. Exhale. 90. Exhale. And 20. Exhale. Bring the hands down, close your eyes, relax. If you had noticed, the exhalation was slightly longer than the inhalation. That is very important to create deep relaxation within. And the exhalation is a natural speed without making an effort to breathe out. Whereas inhalation, you make a big effort to inhale. So that is how the deep exhalation and inhalation works. Keep observing the head and observe the sensations and how they slowly dissipate. Okay. Continue observing. Okay. Now we are going to do the restorative mantra for the spine from the bottom of the feet to the back of the head. So you might have done it last weekend, those of you who were there, but I am going to repeat it. The 7 mantras are Aim, Shim, Jim, Jaim, Haim, Aim, Om. Aim is both at the feet and ankle as well as Aim at the back of the neck. So the first and the 6th mantra are the same. So we are going to begin with the feet and the ankle. Aim, bring the awareness to the knee. Shim, bring the awareness to the part of the spine in between the buttocks, below the hip. And there we do Jim, just above the hip in the back. Lower back is Jaim. The mid back of the chest is Haim. Back of the neck is Aim. And back of the head is Om. So now I'm going to repeat the mantra. This is a mantra that should be done silently, but because you won't remember the mantra, I'll repeat it several times. And once we have done several times, after that, you do it quietly on your own. So bring our attention to the feet and ankle and begin the journey upward. Aim, Shim, Jim, Jaim, Haim, Aim, Om. 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 Now we'll accelerate a little. Aim, Shim, Jim, Jaim, Haim, Aim, Om. 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 Continue feeling the flow. Now, let's go on to another round of Bhastrika pranayama, the deep breathing, loose fist. Let's go. 1. Exhale. 2. Exhale. 3. Exhale. 4. Exhale. 5. Exhale. 6. Exhale. 7. Exhale. 8. Exhale. 9. Exhale. 10. Exhale. 11. Exhale. 12. Exhale. 30. Exhale. 40. Exhale. 50. Exhale. 60. Exhale. 70. Exhale. 80. Exhale. 90. Exhale. 20. Exhale. Bring the hands down, relax, close the eyes, and observe the sensation in the head. Now let's go on to the third round, loose fist, elbows by the side. 1. Exhale. 2. Exhale. 3. Exhale. 4. Exhale. 5. Exhale. 6. Exhale. 7. Exhale. 8. Exhale. 9. Exhale. 10. Exhale. 11. Exhale. 12. Exhale. 30. Exhale. 40. Exhale. 50. Exhale. 60. Exhale. 70. Exhale. 80. Exhale. 90. Exhale. 20. Exhale. Close the eyes and observe. Let's go on to the next round. Loose fist. Let's go. 1. Exhale. 2. Exhale. 3. Exhale. 4. Exhale. 5. Exhale. 6. Exhale. 7. Exhale. 8. Exhale. 9. Exhale. 10. Exhale. 11. Exhale. 12. Exhale. 30. Exhale. 40. Exhale. 50. Exhale. 60. Exhale. 70. Exhale. 80. Exhale. 90. Exhale. And 20. Exhale. Relax, bring down the hand, close your eyes, and observe the sensations in the head. Observe how the sensations after leaving the head percolate other parts of the body. Each person may feel it differently. Some of you may feel it coming down the spine and back, others over the shoulder and hands, others down the hip, and maybe even further down below the hip. The sensations have left the head, so let's go on to one more round. Loose fist. Let's go. 1. Exhale. 2. Exhale. 3. Exhale. 4. Exhale. 5. Exhale. 6. Exhale. 7. Exhale. 8. Exhale. 9. Exhale. 10. Exhale. 11. Exhale. 12. Exhale. 30. Exhale. 40. Exhale. 50. Exhale. 60. Exhale. 70. Exhale. 80. Exhale. 90. Exhale. And 20. Exhale. Eyes closed, hands down, relax, and observe the sensations. This time, some of you may feel the vibrations going all the way down to the legs. This itself is a meditative experience, so we don't have time for meditation today. Can I have a show of hands? How many people felt a lot of relief down the spine and down the hip and the leg? Okay. Keep your hands raised. Keep your hands raised. Keep it raised. Excellent. This is about 50 to 60% of you have raised your hand. Srijit, today's recording, you may want to put it into our website as a link.
Sure.
And keep it as available. Keep it as available so that those who want to practice for spinal rejuvenation, today's exercise will remain as something that you can use as often as you want. In yoga, we say that you're as old as your spine. If your spine stays strong, your longevity stays strong. Okay? And so today's session was a nice session. And, we did 5 rounds of Bhastrika. And you could experience how each round of Bhastrika moved from upper to lower, 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 it went down. This is how it rejuvenates. We did that mantra for a good 8 minutes or so. And so, you have the full this thing. So those of you who have spine rejuvenation need, today's session is an hour and a half, which is a little long. And Srijit, if we keep it over there, those of you who want to use it for that purpose, it may work out well.
Yeah, I will add to the website.
Yes. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody. Bye. Namaste.
Thank you, Dr. Rajan. Thank you,
I suggest
everybody.
one thing. The naming of this title of
Thank
this
you, Dr.
talk should be Rejuvenation of the Spine. That way,
Doctor, thank you.
it will
Thank you, Rajan. Very nice.
Very nice,
Thank
Dr.
you.
Rajan. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Rajan, and everybody else.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
See you all.
Rajan.
Thank you, Rajan.
Thank you, Dr. Rajan.
Very
Thank you.
good. Oh my.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Question.
Stay all. See you tomorrow.
You.